Gonna flush out
Yeah.
some hits today. Awesome.
Yes.
Welcome. Welcome, Larry. Welcome, First Home Alliance. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Thank you.
I'm laughing. I'm not laughing, but I'm excited that you have your mat already out. You are ready to go. How have you been doing, first and foremost?
Yeah, it's been doing well. Doing well. Um,
Doing good.
Still trying to keep it active every day. I did take about 4 days off. We had the policy conference in DC, so been in a hotel, getting up early and getting dressed, everything at 7, 8 o'clock inside meetings and everything, and so I missed my routine. So I'm
Yeah.
back trying to get back in routine now. About 3 days, and so we'll see. I'm headed back out there today, and so I appreciate you getting us kicked off.
Not a problem. I too was traveling and something popped up that's very interesting that I want to talk about. When you talk about routines and I think about rituals, one of the things, even when I'm traveling, that I make sure I do is I have an online 5 minute journal. I meditate, um, read my Bible app, and then I start my day. So my ritual is no matter what, if I'm traveling, I'm able to like hone in on the things that help balance me throughout the day. So I love the fact that you said, okay, well, I was traveling, so I'm off of my morning routine. And I think it's important that we create pockets of routines while we're traveling so that we can preserve our bodies, our minds, while we're doing those things. Because traveling within itself, I always say I need a vacation from the vacation. So
Yes, I think the last time we talked, you were in Oklahoma. Are you back
I
in,
am
on
back.
the East Coast?
Uh,
Okay.
yeah, and I too did nothing. And you know what? I needed to restore myself.
Yes.
So the restoration, the rest. I mean, I took a nap on top of a nap. I slept in. And so I tried to unplug from work, not necessarily from social things. I did things that brought me joy, but I did not go to a yoga studio. I was gonna try Pilates. I just did none of that. But I was okay with it.
Yes. Yes, that consistency. And I try to be consistent. It's just I like to, go out and do the more physical activity, some aerobic exercise. But yes, that I think, being connected and the meditation in the morning is definitely something I have continued to do. But I need to make sure I get my physical activity routine, whether I'm inside or outside.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
one of my favorite postures, and we're gonna do it today. One of the things that we're going to do is a back bend. And it's a simple back bend. It's not like we're going to do a full wheel like we used to do in gym and kindergarten, but this is a great segue to just, we've been talking. So I want to spend the next 8 minutes doing back bends.
Okay.
So join me on the mat and let's get ourselves together and get ready for our back bend sequence. Okay. So, back bends, very easy. Let's first just bend our knees. And you can straighten them out. Since it's the beginning of our practice, let's just straighten our feet out, wiggle your toes. And here we go. I'm going to put my back up against the wall just to start off. You have your props. So, feet are pointing straight up. Let's get some extension in the toes and the balls of our feet and rest your heels up against the surface. Make sure your spine is long and strong. Chin is neutral. Let's roll the shoulders up and down and just wiggle your toes. Good morning, feet. Let's bring the wrists into it. And then start to rotate your ankles and your wrist. We're going to remove any snap, crackles, and pops, any cramps that we may have in the body. Let's get rid of any of those things that may creep up. Now go the opposite way. If you have to think about it, just roll it. No pressure. All right, here we go. Now, bring the hands down, bend your knees, bring your feet to the earth. All right, so we want to make sure our feet are hip distance apart. And it's funny to me, I teach yoga about 4 or 5 times a week. And when I say open up your knees and bring your knees hip distance apart, people still keep their feet together. So I want your knee and your ankle to open up, knee and ankle to open up. Your hands are going to support yourself. Now, if your wrists are tender, grab something like a blanket, something to support your wrist. So I have my blanket behind me, my wrists are here, and here we go. Roll the shoulders back, chest and chin up. We're on the sitting bones. Now heel toe your feet out to where there's a whole opening. All right, let's bring the knees over to one side of the room. Yummy. You'll get a juicy stretch from the hip all the way down past the knee to the ankle. Inhale up and go the opposite side. Up and over. Up and over. All right, here we go. We're going up and over to the right or left, up and over to the left or right. Now bring the knees up. I'm going to come to the side so you can see me first. And here we go. All right. So knees are going to come over. Your feet are open. Let's bring the knees over to one side. All right, here we go. Actually, let me come over here. Sweep the opposite hand. So the hand that the knees are going opposite, sweep the hand up. So if my knees are going right, my left hand is going to come up. Now my right hand is going to go opposite. And here we go. We're going to lift the hips. Flush the hips out. Back bend. Bring the hips down. Fan the knees up and over. Swing, reach, lengthen, fingertips go out. Look at that extension in the back. Hip, lift the hips, back bend. Yummy. Knees down. Here we go, one more time. Knees up. Swing it around, swing it up. Fingertips opposite the hips. Lift the hips, flush it out. Fingertips go up. Feel that extension. You're getting all in the side body, the lower back, the knees, and knees down. Now, if you're feeling like, okay, my wrists are too tender, I'm not able to do it, grab a block, a pillow. Hand here, hips up. We want to make it as easy as possible. Bring the hips down. Knees come up. All right, let's straighten those legs out. Here we go. Wiggle the wrists, wiggle the toes, rotate the ankles and the feet. All right, so let me show you another back bend, which is what I love. So you can get on your belly, and there's two types of back bends that we can do. So gentle back bend is Sphinx. We have our forearms to the earth, spread the fingers wide. Now, most times, you don't want to cave your chest in and be here. You want to make sure you lift your shoulders, or pull the shoulders away from the ears, lift your chest, your chin is up. Now, we're on our shoelaces, and here we go. This is Sphinx. Now for a juicier back bend, you're going to lift the elbows up and come into seal. Shoulders come down, chin up, back bend. Exhale, release. Inhale, push, chin up. Now this time, let's bend the knees. Flex the heels. Point the toes. Straighten the legs. Bend the elbows. One more time. Push up. Shoulders down. Chin up. Relax. Breathe. And fold. All right, here we go. Now, walk the wrists under the shoulders. We're going to come into a tabletop. Bring the knees up. We're on our palms. And here we go. All right. So before we close out our practice, we're going to flush out our hips. We started doing the back bend, so we did a lot of hip stretching. Walk your hands out, hyperextend your hands, and then just roll the hips down. Exhale, shift the hips back. Circular motion. Flush them out. Roll, circle. Inhale, come down. Exhale, shift back. Yummy. All right, let's go one more time. Ooh. And then when you're ready, roll around. Exhale, shift back. Inhale. Exhale, shift back. Inhale. Exhale, shift back. Inhale. All right, now come back to neutral. We're in our tabletop. I'm going to walk my knees to my wrists, cross my ankles, bring my feet out in front. Here we go. We're at the top of our mat. Knees are bent. This is where we started. Grab your kneecaps, roll your shoulders, chest and chin up. Squeeze those knees together. Whew. And we're here. Let's take 2 cycles of breath, squeezing the knees together, engaging the hips, engaging the thighs, engaging the knees. Hands to heart center. All right, here we go. Fold the legs in. Bring your hands to your heart center. Lift your thumbs to your elbow or eyebrows. Tuck your chin into your chest. All right, my beautiful spirits, I want to thank you for showing up this morning. Pull up this video at any time. We've literally flushed out our hips. We worked on our knees. We worked on our lower back. We did a couple of windshield wipes, so the ankles are engaged as well. So again, this is a great video to pull up if you're feeling some lower back pain, if you're constipated, if you're having digestive issues. You can definitely pull this up at any point. All right, so I know Larry and I have had some audio issues at the end of the video, and it's been on my end. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
You.
Yes, I can hear you. I don't know
Okay,
that
hold on.
switch. That switch did not happen, but yeah, Tippi, I enjoy
When
seeing
I
you.
go back and play these videos, I can hear you in the video. I just can't hear you on our live.
Yes, I don't know what happened on that switch, but I want to
Okay.
say thank
Go
you.
ahead, you take it away.
Okay, thank you, Tippi. I want to say thank you for today, and we're going to continue to get those videos in for the next 2 months. And looking forward to you being here on Thursday. So everyone, stay tuned to our Thriving Thursday Live. Tippi will join us on Thursday for the month of July, and she will also be doing a recording on every Monday morning. And so thank you, Tippi, for getting us started. Everyone, continue to follow us on our social media platform and check out our website at firstsummalize.org. Namaste. Thank you, Tippi. Everyone have a great day. Let's get out and do some steps.